So it's nearly time to upgrade your phone, and you're wondering where the best place is to spend your money. After all, you've got to live with this thing for a couple of years, so you don't want to buy a dud. Hey YouTube, it's Gareth here, Global Phones Editor for Tech Radar, and I'm here to help you decide which handset is for you. Luckily, we spend days putting together our top lists of phones, running through reams of tests to work out which is the best in every category. So here's the best 10 phones you should be thinking about buying right now. Actually, before we begin, this is a list based out of the UK, so if you're from another country, you might not see all your favourite phones here. Just let us know in the comments below what you want to see added in. We love hearing from you, we love it even more when you like our videos, and my word, do we adore it when you subscribe. I won't lie, I was disappointed when I first saw the iPhone SE. It's the same chassis that was offered 3 years ago, and suddenly we're supposed to believe this is a new iPhone. But like the plot to every rom-com, you find it's what's inside that counts, and the SE has all the power of its newer 6S brothers, but in a more palm and wallet-friendly form factor. Want an iPhone but hate how big they've become? Then this is for you. The smaller powerhouse range continues apace, and this is Sony's effort at a small yet great phone that doesn't cost as much. The 720p screen aside, there's very little different here from the larger, normal Z5, meaning you've got a fast camera, speedy innards, and a high-quality LCD screen technology. It's got all the Sony bits inside, but fits better in your hand. And it's finally coming with Marshmallow, so this is a less expensive phone for those that want something a bit more usable with one hand, plus a raft of premium features. Oh, and it's waterproof too. This is a divisive phone indeed. To some, it's the epitome of perfection. To others, an oversized phablet with little in the way of customization in the interface. But both those things are what makes this phone so great. It's a little on the expensive side, and you could argue it lacks any standout features, but that misses the point. It's got a great build quality, a decent camera, and it slips along under the finger without any issues. Like the Sony, it's one of the older phones in the list, so make sure you get it for a decent price. A great phone if you're a fan of simplicity and power, and you want to be first in line for Google's updates. There's a reason Apple's made a phablet. Well, a couple actually. The Plus is the place it's put its highest res screen on an iPhone, 1080p here, and improved the camera over the smaller variant. Despite this, the 6S Plus has the best battery life of any phone, which is largely down to Apple whacking a larger power pack in there behind the 5.5-inch innovative 3D touchscreen. If you know iPhones, then you'll know already what's on offer here. It's got a natural looking camera, speedy internals, a brilliant app library, and an easy to use interface, and they all shine through on this phone. The iPhone 6S Plus is the handset for the Apple lover that craves battery and loves a bigger screen. Just be prepared to pay a little more for the experience. Side by side in this list, the iPhone 6S pairing is a pretty formidable duo. Dropping down the sizes to a 4.7-inch display on the 6S, it's a more palm-friendly handset, although not in the iPhone SE's league of course. You're getting the same features as the Plus, a 3D touch display, powerful camera, lightning quick responses under the finger, but in a more compact design and for less cash too. It's up to you which iPhone fits your lifestyle better, but this is the phone for the more normal user. Look, I almost feel bad having to tell you this phone is so far down the list, simply because it's packed with innovation. It's just that we have so many good phones around at the moment. The main draw for the G5 is the clever modular design. Take the bottom of the phone off, pull out the battery, and you'll be able to supercharge the camera or audio, with more modules to come in the future. There's a clever dual camera on the back for improved wide-angle picture taking too, a top-of-the-range Snapdragon processor, and a good performance on battery life. If you're a fan of the alternative way that LG does things, a brand that offers high spec with an innovative twist, and often for less money, then the G5 is a strong choice. A lot of people will wonder why this phone is so high up on the list, given it's not even available properly worldwide. But the Xperia Z5 is a phone that offers power, performance, a waterproof frame, a super speedy camera, and impressive Sony smarts. And what's more important, it's doing it at a much lower price than a lot of the phones surrounding it right now. Yes, it's a little older than some of the other handsets on the list, but don't let that distract you. If you're after a strong phone for a really great price, you do well to look at the Xperia Z5. The HTC Ten is sculpted by light, which is a fancy way of saying it's made to look good when placed down on a table. And once again, HTC has managed to make a phone that feels wonderful in the hand, drawing on its strong design heritage. The camera has been much improved, and if you're willing to shoot in the Pro mode for most of your snaps, then you'll get some stunning pictures. And the audio quality from the headphones really has to be heard to be believed. This is a great comeback from HTC, and the perfect phone if you value style and performance along with a great handset to listen to music on. The Galaxy S7 isn't at the top of the charts, but it's still one of the very best phones out there at the moment. It's got the best camera, the fastest reactions under the finger, easily the nicest looking screen available, and it's also got an improved design thanks to 3D thermoforming that curves into the back. In short, while it looks iterative from the S6, the S7 is a brilliant phone and one that we'd heartily recommend, although there is one more thing you should look at. And that's the fact the Galaxy S7 Edge exists. It's the S7 but with so much more style. The curved edges are both beautiful to look at and functional, with some clever shortcuts to swipe away. What gets us about this phone though is the design. There's a massive 5.5-inch screen wrapped into the frame of a far smaller phone, so you're getting the size and sharpness of the Super AMOLED QHD display in a more palm-friendly design. Even the TouchWiz UI, something so many people have hated in the past, is much closer to stock Android, so it doesn't lag in the same way, which is a big problem Samsung had, needed to fix, and has. If you can afford it, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge is the best phone on the market right now. From camera to performance to sheer browsing speed, there's very little you won't like here. So that's our best phones list, but we want to hear what you think. What's your best phone? What's your favourite phone of the moment? But as always, thank you for liking, thank you very much for subscribing, and please stick around to Tech Radar for all the latest technology news.